Well, good morning, YouTube friends and family, and welcome to today's a little bit of this, a little bit of that adventures of the wellness homesteader. So what I thought we would do today is kind of twofold. I'm going to start off with a mid-July garden tour, and then we're going to finish up with a cool treat that you can make, especially if you have overgrown cucumbers or overgrown zucchini. So I hope you'll stay tuned for that. Cute little Miss Winona. You want to say hi to the peoples? Good morning, YouTube friends and family. I'm going to let little Winona out for a while. She is getting much more comfortable being around me. And I won't guarantee she won't scream when I pick her up, but she cuddles in, and her hair is hilarious, y'all. But she likes to get out and play in the coop. She is definitely my smallest hen, and I worry that the big girls are going to pick on her, but we're getting her acclimated. She's definitely interested in her big sisters. So y'all, let me give you a little bit of an update as to why I didn't have a Tuesday video. And y'all, I know my face is swollen. It's not that I, ate too much salt or whatever. A lot of you have been around for a while. You know I've been on the longest dental journey ever, and so I had a dentist, done by a dentist, not a hygienist, like a very deep cleaning of my teeth, and then I had a filling that I had lost and a new one that I needed. So the net of it was, they numb your entire mouth, all four quadrants. Y'all, I could barely make myself understood. I was trying to check out. I could hardly make my mouth move. And I had some swelling and such. So I thought, well, let me just give myself a day to recover. And what I can tell you is I slept really well. So I'm hoping, and I apologize for the radio in the background. The reason I play a radio, and it's supposed to be on Talk News, it's on like NPR, is because Fox don't like the sound of a human voice, right? So let's take a little walk out here to the garden. And y'all don't judge. We've had terrible wind, like 40, 50 mile an hour winds. We've had some much needed rain. So a lot of my tomatoes have fallen over, but that's okay. We still have tomatoes, and some of them don't look real good. And I think that is because it's been so incredibly hot this year. So let me give you a quick tour, and we'll talk about some preservation projects coming up soon. Then we'll head back inside to start making a really nice, cool treat that won't heat up your kitchen. I hope you'll stay tuned. I'm not proud of this. Having a lot of problems. As you see, this tomato plant is leaning over just with the weight of all the tomatoes. It's still in the ground. It's not optimum, but it looks like I've got some yellow tomatoes ready here. And all, of course, the cabbage and broccoli are gone. Let me take a step back here and show you I'm starting to get sunflowers. So all of these with a sort of burgundy stalk are the autumn sunflower. And then in the middle, I have some zinnias. I always forget the name of that. So I had thought these would not get as tall, so the zinnias should have been on the outside. Pardon me with the hiccups. But it still works. Now over here, y'all, these are the blue pumpkins. Now I do not see any pumpkin starts, so any male blossoms yet. This could be one. So the females are on a stem like yay, and the males are close to the vine, if you will. So it's growing like crazy, so we'll see what we get. And I have some weeding I did that needs to be eliminated. So let's just go back to the back. Here's a volunteer tomato from last year. And y'all look at this. Climbing the trellis on its own. I do have a bloom. These are the loofah gourds. So I'm really excited that I got some of those. And then behind it, this round leaf thingy is supposed to be birdhouse gourd, so I did get 2 to germinate. Of course, I have tons of zucchini that I've been enjoying. A few onions left back here. Not a lot, but a few. And then let's move over here. And y'all, I can't believe this, but take a look. Those are the little baby boo pumpkins. Can you believe that? Like, they're gonna be ready really early. Loads of blooms. This is not climbing as well, of course, as the loofah is, but it may later in the season kind of take off. And behind that are my green beans. And y'all, that is one project we'll be working on soon. I still have blooms, as you see, but take a look. I've got beans. Beans are beaning. So these are Blue Lake beans. It's a bush bean, so it's not a climber bean. And then, I know this is weird, but I do have a sweet pepper here and here. So we'll have beans. I need to cut back all of my herbs. They're about done for this part of the season. And then, y'all, I don't know why these won't bloom, but they make big, pretty leaves, so I'll enjoy that. Snapdragons about to get their second bloom going on. Focus already. There you go. Got some lavender just about ready for harvest. Those are some volunteer zinnias. And then, y'all, behind this wind spinner, these are supposed to be zinnias. And so far, I got nothing here, guys. I have absolutely no blooms, nothing that even looks like a bloom. So I'm not sure what happened there. So occasionally you win, sometimes you lose. I still have turnips, kohlrabi, that's parsnips, kohlrabi, and some volunteer sunflowers, y'all. And these are the mammoth sunflowers, so they should have blooms that are about a foot across. So I'm excited about that. So this will be to eat on, not to preserve. Again, this will be a low preservation year for me because I still have too much left. Now welcome to the jungle. I cannot keep these tomato plants upright with the amount of wind I get. These are all hot peppers. They're usually a little later season for me, but y'all, look at the size of some of these tomatoes. They are absolutely huge, but here you can tell they've been very heat stressed. I've got a couple ripe ones I need to pick. And then the final, I have cucumbers here on this trellis. And, oh wow, yeah, we gotta pick some tomatoes. And then the last thing I have is my popcorn. And y'all, we've got little ears. Yeah, little ears that are silking out on almost every one. So we shall see whether that actually has borne any corn kernels and that the birds don't get it. But let me go ahead and pick out the ripe tomatoes, and then we'll go back inside and talk about an easy, cool dish for summer. Well, it certainly looks like rain again today. We're supposed to get rain off and on all day, so I'm glad I did my chicken chores early, and I'll have to run between the raindrops to put Winona back in her smaller cage and let the girls have free range in the coop and the run so that they can lay. So a little update on the chickens. If you're new here, I had ordered 3 babies. They're about probably about 13 weeks old now. And from the time I ordered it till the time they arrived, I had a fox attack, lost one of my grown chickens, so I was down to 3. And so I was just basically waiting for them to grow. Hence, usually start laying at about 16 weeks. And then I got the call from my neighbor that they had the fox attack, and they got all but 2 of their chickens. And I just felt so bad for them, because this isn't a time of the year here in Ohio that you can really find baby chicks very easily. So I gave them 2 of my chickens. So the black copper Morans now live next door. And I was worried about Winona being alone, but she's actually done fine. I think it will make her a little more people friendly. That's what I'm thinking. So what are we gonna make today? Well, y'all, have you ever missed a day in the garden or just missed seeing a cucumber or a zucchini, and you go out there and it was like this long the last time you saw it. Now it's like this long. And even though the flesh is still good, it'll have a dense seed inside. Well, I like to make cucumber boats. You can also do it with zucchini. So basically what you do is you peel your, I do not eat cucumber peel. I do eat zucchini peel. But a lot of times when they get that big, they'll have a really tough skin. So you peel them, you slice them long ways, take a spoon, scoop out the seeds that you don't want to eat. They can be fed to your chickens. If they've not been refrigerated, they can be saved for growing next year, or you can compost them. So you can use the whole item. I'm just not going to eat all of it. And then my mother was a big proponent of stuffing cucumbers that got too big with a tuna salad or egg salad or one of those. And so I thought, well, let's make some egg salad because I do have eggs here. So y'all, let me share this product with you. I can link it. You need it. If you have trouble peeling hard-boiled eggs because you're buying local or fresh, or you have your own chickens, instead of hard boiling them, you need to steam them. So this little ditty is by Dash. It's the Dash egg cooker. They have a double-decker version. I don't need the double-decker version, although I did think about it. This was the best investment I've ever made. I bought it on sale for $9.99. So simple. So let me just show you what you do here. I'm going to tip you down. So it comes with this little cup, and filled up to this line is hard boiled, then it's medium, and then there's soft boiled. So depending on how much water you put into the Dash egg cooker will depend on how long your eggs will cook. I always get a perfect hard boiled egg that is a breeze to peel when I use this because it's using steam, not boiling. So the fresher the egg, the harder it is to peel. So I'm just gonna dump this in, and then I've washed my eggs because I store them at room temperature and I sell my eggs. So unless they're over 2 weeks old, they will, just be at room temperature. Now this little cup device, and I'm hoping y'all can see this. Oh yeah, there you go. See the little pokey thing right here? So you put your eggs with the big side up. That's where the air sac is. And you just poke a hole. So simple, right? And that allows steam to escape so they don't, explode on you. And it's as simple as latching on your lid, plugging it in, and in 7 minutes, we'll be able to take them out and put them into some cool water and then get them peeled. So I'll be back shortly. Y'all, our 7 minutes have passed. So you've got a steamy little bundle here. And how I've always done it, I just take a bowl, put a little ice, a little water, and then quickly cool them down. Whew. And I will clean this out. Y'all, if you have minerals in your water, it will leave a bit of mineral deposit because it's cooking away all that water. And I just take a paper towel, put some white vinegar on it, wipe it off, wash it out, and it's good to go for the next time. And I don't have any buildup on my Dash egg maker. So I'm gonna let these set for a while, gather up the ingredients for our cucumber boats made with egg salad filling, and I will see you shortly. All right, our eggs have had a little bit of time to cool. I thought we'd get into the recipe. So let me just show you how easily these eggs will peel. So I will usually, crack the fat end and start from there. But it simply comes off in one clean piece. And I'll see that. Like no more picking off shells and frustration. Got a nice clean egg. So this morning I have 6 eggs, which a couple meals to up to 3. And a lot of times I like to make my egg salad totally different than a traditional egg salad, with, I don't care for celery, but with celery, onion, pickle relish, mayonnaise, mustard. I like hot and spicy things, so what I found is you can make egg salad that tastes a lot like a specialty deviled egg recipe. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be making some jalapeno garlic savory egg salad to go inside of our cucumber boats. So let me finish peeling these. I know y'all know how to peel an egg. I just wanted to show you, really is worth your $9.99 that I paid for it. Amazon will have it on sale from time to time, and today is the last of the Prime days, and I haven't ordered a single thing because there's nothing I really need. All right, guys, I'll see you shortly. One device I really like to make even pieces of hard-boiled egg is this little egg slicer. I know they sell them at dollar stores. I've had this one for years. I think it came from actually Walmart, from like the 98-cent section. So as you see, it makes really uniform pieces, which just makes it kind of pretty. So first thing I'm doing here is slicing everything up, and then we'll get to adding some ingredients. As I said, the combinations are pretty much endless, depending on what you like in your deviled eggs or what you like in your egg salad. I'm not a big fan of raw onion in egg salad either, but you could certainly put it in there. So I'm gonna start by putting in some brown mustard, grainy brown mustard. This was cranberry mustard that I homemade and home canned. And while it's not the prettiest color in the world, it's sort of between a purple and a brown, it really adds a nice zing. So to 6 eggs, that was about a tablespoon, about. Y'all, normally I don't measure, I just eyeball and taste. So next I'm gonna use some granulated garlic. You could put granulated onion or onion powder. I like the granulated better, so that's about a teaspoon. And an egg salad can be pretty bland, so I'm also going to add a little bit of red mineral salt, but a very little bit. So you could salt it to taste. Okay, that's maybe half a teaspoon, not a lot at all. A little bit of black pepper. Now comes the fun part. Y'all, when I make the deviled eggs that are jalapeno eggs that are hot and spicy, I actually use sour cream and cream cheese. It's very rich, but it's, you know, really fun for the holiday season. I don't want to use cream cheese in this. I don't want to see how much fat I can put in it. So I'm going to use a little sour cream and a little mayo just to cream it up. And, you know, if you look at sour cream, 2 tablespoons have 60 calories and 5 grams of fat. And then if you're just using a full fat mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon's 100 calories. Pardon my hiccuping, guys, with 11 grams of fat. So this is always going to be a better choice. So it's probably a generous tablespoon. And then let's use the fork. Try not to see how many dishes I can dirty. And then, I don't know, about a tablespoon and a half of sour cream. It depends on how loose you like your egg salad. If you want it firmer, I would use less of the soft ingredients. So let's start by giving this a stir. And we still have the piece de resistance, which is I make cowboy candy or sweet pickled jalapenos. Now, y'all, I know they have sugar in them. Yes, I do realize that. So I'm not going to see how many I can put in. So our egg salad's kind of on the dry side. No, not worse than a dry sandwich. Rinse off this fork. And we are going to cut up some jalapenos. And I'm actually going to use a little bit of the pickling juice too, so that we get a lot of jalapeno flavor. Sorry, y'all, you know I can't have everything out. This little cutting board. And you could add as much or as little as you like. They don't have to be sweet pickled jalapenos at all. this is just what I have on hand. And y'all be praying over my jalapenos. I'm kind of serious about that because I need more cowboy candy. Now, I can take y'all to Pfeiffer's to the farmer's market. I want to do that relatively soon anyway, just to see what they have. They have a weekly crop report, which will kind of help me say, okay, well, I want this or I want that, and I better go now. So I'm going to put a little bit of the juice, if it'll come out. There we go. Just a little dribble. Maybe half a teaspoon. Give this a stir and see if it needs anything further. And we're going to give it a taste too. Now, y'all, I'm going to eat out of the container because it's just me that's going to be eating this. Normally, I wouldn't do that. All right, here we go. All right. To my taste, it needs a lot more jalapeno because I can't really taste it. So let's just finish up this jar. Sad. And the sweet pickled jalapenos, I mean, they're still hot. Depends on how many seeds you leave in them. Depends on how hot your peppers work. Because some years mine are super hot and some years they're like meh. So I probably added a total of about 3 tablespoons. It also needs a mustard bite. So I'm going to add another, probably teaspoon. I don't mind my egg salad a little bit dry. I mean, it doesn't have to be sloppy with mayonnaise. All right, another taste test here. Oh yeah. Has the kick I'm looking for. So let me get out a cucumber, get a little drink, right up the kitchen here, and show you how I make cucumber boats and give you a couple ideas for how you might serve them. Stay tuned. So I thought I'd throw a cute little picture in here of my Winona, and you see the sweet girl. All right, guys, you finally get to meet Winona. Yeah, so here's my ginormous cucumber. And this type of cucumber, if you leave it on the vine, will turn completely orange. It doesn't seem to affect the flavor. It simply gets more seeds in it. You know, it's a little tougher, but as a youngster growing up, we always had a huge garden. And every night in the summer, once the garden started coming in, on the dinner table was always sliced tomatoes, and then my mom would slice up little cucumbers. She liked them like pickle size. She didn't like the seeds either. That's probably why I don't like them. And she would put them in a bowl of water with some ice and then apple cider vinegar, Probably could have been red wine vinegar, different things. I've also done it with balsamic. Very, very good. Smells so fresh and so good. I mean, there's just nothing like garden fresh veg, is there? So let's see here. And I am going to compost the peels because I've tried before and the girls won't eat them. All right, so this is a pretty good example of one that's fleshed out with quite a bit of hard tomatoes. So I'm hard tomatoes, hard seeds. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't get put to sleep or anything for my dental work. I did have some laughing gas just because it's a whole lot of shots. And y'all, it's not fun. I have always had bad teeth, probably always will have bad teeth, but I do take care of them. So getting a deep scaling gets any plaque that is below the gum line, which can cause gum disease and loss of tooth. So I'm trying to do everything I can. I'm getting my teeth cleaned every 3 months, a deep cleaning, hopefully every 6, in between. So ignore the seeds that are going on the floor. Oh my word, come on now. All right, so what we have is kind of like, think of a potato skin. Another way that you can do this, let's say you have zucchini and you're gonna make a boat out of it. You can actually grill it a little bit first and then put your fill in the blank salad, whether it's ham salad, turkey salad, chicken salad. I mean, there's so many options. Now, I'm not ready to eat this for like a whole meal, but let's kind of show you what it looks like. Now, one thing I will say, if you're gonna like take these to a picnic or, a carry-in or something, I don't like to stuff the boats ahead of time because they can get a bit watery and water down the taste of your salad, whatever you've put in there. And guys, you could put a salad in the cucumber boat. It does not have to be like a mayonnaise-based or high-calorie salad. So let's give it a taste test. It smells really good. Y'all, maybe it's all in my head, but I don't feel like my homegrown organic vegetables, which aren't perfect when you don't use any herbicides or pesticides, they aren't as pretty, but they sure do taste good. Now, if I was going to eat this whole thing, I would dust it with some smoked paprika, and honestly, y'all, just a little bit more salt, because there's a lot of cucumber here to go with the salad. So I hope you've enjoyed today's content. Again, guys, I apologize when I miss, but sometimes I just have to make that decision. And honestly, y'all, I thought I would have a Tuesday video. My plan, big ding dong, was, well, as soon as I get back from the dentist, because my appointment was at like 8:45, I'll do a video and get it uploaded same day. Well, I couldn't talk a bit. And honestly, y'all, I hadn't slept well the night before. I just needed a good night's sleep, which I did get. So I'm feeling much better. Still got the chipmunk cheeks, and you'll get sore under here and then back in your jaw from holding your mouth open. But I haven't even taken like a Tylenol. Like, I'm pretty pain tolerant. Let me say that. I'm just used to having a lot of back pain. So I've learned to find ways to distract myself. This is not too crunchy. I was afraid it might be. That's why I wanted to make the egg salad. But I also wanted to say one more thing, y'all. If you're carb conscious, if you're diabetic like I am, and you're like, I just want sandwich because it's hot and I don't feel like cooking and I'm not in the mood for soup, kind of a thing. This can really decrease the amount of carbs you're consuming. Another thing you can do is you can take a zucchini and slice it, instead of in slices or chunks, slice it long ways and make like a roll up with it. So good. I have to be in the mood for tuna. I don't eat a lot of meat, period, but I'm not against it. It's just that's not my favorite thing. and I didn't want anything heavy to chew, so this is going to be perfect for today. I have to hiccup, y'all. Excuse me. So I plan on seeing you this weekend. If I decide to go live on an ongoing basis on Saturdays, I'm going to set a time. So, because a lot of you said you missed the notification. And again, guys, I've had more people come back and say, I didn't unsubscribe and I was subscribed. Double check your subscriptions and make sure you've rang the bell, hit the little bell and it'll come up all personalized, none, and click all. And then every time, whether I'm live or whether I'm just posting a video, it should give you the notification. Thanks, YouTube. Appreciate that. Whole bunch too. So it looks like we're going to get some rain here. Let me see if I can show. Well, you can't really tell. It's pretty overcast. And I gave Winona a bunch of greens. She's so funny. I went and got her, but she didn't try real hard to get away from me. And you just saw the clip. And she didn't scream. So I'm like, well, I must be doing something right. I think that just having her and not the 3 babies at once, because the other 2 were about double her size, even though they were about the same age, and they kind of picked on her. So I think she's enjoying some relative peace and quiet. She has a house to herself. All right, guys, I will see you very soon. Please do me a big favor, smash the like button, check your subscriptions, ring the notification bell, and until I see you again, be healthy, be well, be blessed, and take care.